Hello, everyone. I'm Eric Breeden. I've just created a YouTube channel, and this is my official channel. I hope you'll support me. Young and the Restless, Big Shock. Welcome back to our channel on this absolutely beautiful day. Grab your favorite snack, get comfortable, and prepare yourselves because we have an overwhelming amount of drama to unpack today, and I am literally vibrating with excitement and stress. Let's dive right in. Oh my God, I am literally screaming. I cannot even deal right now. I am so overwhelmed with emotions. Okay, but listen, if you had told me a month ago, a week ago, honestly, even yesterday, that I would be sitting here typing furiously, absolutely ready to defend Billy Abbott with my entire life, I would have laughed directly in your face. I would have actually called you insane. Because let's be incredibly real for a second here. Genoa City has the most complicated, messy, absolutely unhinged relationship with Billy Abbott. The man is a walking, talking disaster zone. He has given this entire town and us as viewers who have suffered through his storylines so many reasons to just keep our expectations on the floor, like literally beneath the floorboards, in the basement, buried underground for years. He has lived up to that terrible, chaotic reputation in ways that make even the most loyal, die-hard fans shake their heads in pure exhaustion. I was eating dinner while watching him the other day and literally choked on my food because of how much he has suddenly changed. It is wild. It is actually insane. The potential for him to be a good guy has always been there, right? Um, like we always knew he had it in him. The problem was always the execution. He would always take a perfectly good situation and blow it up with dynamite. But guys, there has been a shift, a massive tectonic shift in the universe. Billy Abbott is actually doing things right, and I'm so emotionally invested. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Oh, wait, before that happened, actually, I forgot to mention earlier, but we have to talk about the Jack Abbott rescue mission first because it completely sets the stage for this new Billy, which is insane, by the way. So Jack is missing. He is caught up in this whole horrific mess with Patty Williams and Diane Jenkins. And don't even get me started on that boat situation because my jaw dropped when Diane caught Jack and Patty in bed, the absolute audacity of Jack. Not okay, I'm done, but anyway, Jack is missing. He's gone. And what does the Genoa City Police Department do? Nothing. Literally nothing. I am so sick of the police in this town. They are actually useless. So who steps up? Billy Abbott. Billy, the man who usually can't even manage his own life, suddenly turns into an absolute hero. He teams up with Kyle Abbott and Diane Jenkins. Can we just pause and appreciate how unhinged that trio is? Billy, Kyle, and Diane forming an alliance. I'm dead. But they do it. Billy tracks his brother down to a yacht in the middle of Lake Michigan. He organizes the rescue. He gets Jack back. And he did it without a badge, without the GCPD, without anyone asking him to be the hero of this story. He was just the hero, period. And Genoa City has not given him the credit he deserves for that. I am personally offended on his behalf. I had to pause and text my friend immediately, like, is Billy Abbott actually the most competent man in GC right now? We are giving him that credit today. Mark my words. Okay, where was I? Right. So Billy is riding high on this unexpected hero energy, but then real life hits. And real life right now is Sally Spectra. Sally is pregnant. I repeat, Sally is pregnant. I'm screaming. I literally cannot breathe. When Audra handed her that pregnancy test and it was positive, my jaw dropped. I was like, are you serious? After everything Sally has been through, and Audra was there for her, which is honestly such a beautiful friendship, and I love that for them. But Sally is terrified, and she should be. The girl has been put through the absolute ringer. The conversation about what comes next is happening right now, and it is the most intense, raw, devastating thing I have ever watched. Billy and Sally are sitting there together, navigating this massive, life altering news as a team, sitting right next to each other. There is no running away. There is no evasion. There is no chaos filling the room and making everything louder and messier than it needs to be. It is just two people choosing to be present with each other in a moment that is genuinely so hard and so terrifying. And the conversation, oh my God, the conversation. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen because it is so beautiful and so tragic. It goes in a direction that requires so much actual, genuine bravery from both of them. They start talking about their lost daughters. I forgot to mention earlier, but we have to remember the history here because it is so heavy. Billy lost Delia, and honestly, just saying her name makes me want to cry. He lost his little girl, his precious Delia with Chloe, in that horrific accident on the road. That tragedy left a wound in Billy's soul that has never fully healed, and honestly, it will never fully heal. It shattered him. It broke his brain. It turned him into a reckless, self destructive shell of a man for years. He lived in that dark abyss of grief, carrying the crushing guilt of leaving her in the car with the dog, blaming himself every single day. The grief he carried for Delia is the kind of grief that ruins a person forever. And then there is Sally. Sally lost baby Ava. She lost her little girl with Adam. And don't even get me started on Adam and that whole toxic mess. But the loss of Ava was a real fierce, agonizing pain that honestly deserved so much more grace than the world gave it at the time. I am personally offended by how much pain Sally has had to endure. She lost her baby. And the worst part is, she still blames herself. She literally thinks it's her fault, which is not okay. It's not her fault. But that kind of grief doesn't just go away. It literally rewires your brain. You carry it in your bones. These are not small losses. These are not things you just get over. These are the kinds of losses that permanently reshape who you are as a human being. The kind of loss you carry with you in different ways every single day, but you never ever fully leave behind. So they are sitting there together, just the two of them. No chaos, no screaming, no running away. And Sally is so brave. She looks at Billy and she says the thing that so many people in her situation would be absolutely terrified to say out loud. She admits her deepest, darkest fear. She tells him she doesn't know if she can do this again. She doesn't know if she can survive another pregnancy. She doesn't know if she can live through 9 months of sheer terror, waking up every day wondering if her baby's heart is still beating, wondering if she is going to lose another child. And her fear, it is so valid. That fear is not weakness. That fear is the completely rational understandable response of a woman who has already stood on the edge of that horrific cliff and knows exactly how far the drop is. She knows the devastation of the fall. She has lived it. And what does Billy do? My jaw dropped. I was literally holding my breath because old Billy would have ruined this. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, old Billy would have panicked. He would have felt inadequate. He would have made it about his own feelings, and he would have bolted. He would have gone to a bar, ordered a drink, and completely self-destructed because the pressure was too much. Why would he do that in the past? Because he was broken. But this Billy, he didn't flinch. He absolutely did not flinch. I want to make one thing very, very clear right now. Billy is not perfect. Genoa City has the receipts to prove it, and so do we. We have watched him stumble. We have watched him self-sabotage. We have watched him make choices that forced everyone who loves him to desperately try and hold him together. That past is real. It is documented, and it is not going to be erased just because he had 1 or 2 good weeks. But what is happening right now in this room, in this quiet moment, that is also real. A man who lost his child is sitting next to a woman who lost her child, and neither of them is pretending that what they are facing is simple. They aren't sugarcoating it. Billy doesn't minimize Sally's fear. He doesn't try to rush her into finding an answer or making a decision. He doesn't fill the silence with a bunch of empty, meaningless noise just because the quiet is uncomfortable. He doesn't say, "Oh, it'll be fine, don't worry. Everything happens for a reason," because he knows that is absolute garbage. He knows that sometimes terrible things just happen and it destroys you. So he just sits there. He holds space for her. He sits with her in the terror and the grief, because that is exactly what this moment requires. And he knows it. This is Billy Abbott showing his true character, not just once with that wild, unexpected yacht rescue, not just once in a hotel room in Las Vegas when he rallied an alliance to find his brother. He's showing his character again, right here, in a much quieter room, in a much harder conversation. There is no audience. There is no applause. There is no glory to be won here. There is nothing to gain except being the exact person that Sally needs him to be in this exact second. This is the version of Billy Abbott that Genoa City has been waiting for. He has finally arrived. And honestly, I am so emotionally exhausted from watching it that I need a nap. Seriously, I'm done. But also, I'm calling it now. This is going to end badly because this is a soap opera and nobody is allowed to be happy. And I know Jill is going to ruin it. Mark my words. But for right now, for this one beautiful moment, I am giving Billy a standing ovation. He did good. He actually did good.